Let's check this out, the classic Yamaha MX400, the first year of the monoshock. This is absolutely kick-ass vintage classic big bore two-stroke. You know, if I put a helmet on, it's probably a big bore two-stroke. These things are absolute wheelie machines, and this one's, make no mistake, these things are pretty much bulletproof and very versatile. If you're looking for a kick-ass bike to take to mid-Ohio, you can do motocross, you can do hare scramble, you can do the enduro on it, you can pit ride. These things are, the motors are bulletproof. Usually starts first kick for me. Guys, feast your eyes on this classic Yamaha MX400. Make no mistake, it's bikes like this Yamaha that sounded the death toll for marks like Osa, Bultaco, Mako, and a half a dozen others like CZ that just couldn't compare with the quality of the Japanese machines. These things were absolutely bulletproof. Not only were they fast, but they wouldn't blow up. They had no problems with ignitions. They had awesome transmission, clutch, top ends, everything were just bulletproof, and they're easy to work on, easy to rebuild, and parts were available, and they had a great dealer network. So those are just some of the reasons why bikes like this it stood the test of time. If you're going to run the vintage series and you're looking for a classic big bore two-stroke, this thing sounds like a big bore two-stroke should, runs like a big bore two-stroke should, and it's reliable like they are. It's absolutely bulletproof, pulls like a freight train right off idle. Wheelies in every gear, handles phenomenal. This has just been gone through by the techs here. Starting at the front end, it's got a brand new front tire on it. The brakes were serviced. It's got a brand new front fender, new front number plate, period correct metal one, brand new set of Renthal bars, Renthal crossbar pad, brand new aluminum period correct clutch and brake lever, brand new set of Ori grips, new throttle cable. You can see the gas tank is the original factory paint on this tank, and it's in remarkable condition, indicating the low hours of real off-road use, because anybody knows if you race this in the sand, this decal would have been gone decades ago. That side of the tank's got a little scratch in it. This side of the tank is absolutely beautiful, just remarkable. The condition of the engine cases, the original factory exhaust is intact. It even has a little Stinger silencer on the back, the original factory silencer. The seat cover's in mint shape. It's got a brand new rear fender, brand new side number plates, brand new rear tire, brand new gold chain. It even has the original kickstand intact, which is remarkable. That would be the first thing. It was illegal to race in the AMA with a kickstand, so that would have been removed right off Jump Street. So there's a clue this bike's never been raced. Another clue is the condition of the frame rails. I always tell you guys, you gotta look at the frame rails, man, because if they're smashed, you got problems. Look at this. There's not a single ding in this side of the frame rail. Nor is there any dents on this side of the frame rail. Just remarkable original condition. The engine cases, the cylinder, the head. It's a dual plug head, so if you foul the plug during a race, on the line, instead of panicking, you just pull the spark plug cap off and put it on this one, dual plug head. The tank's been cleaned inside and out. The petcock's been rebuilt. It's got a new fuel line, new fuel drain lines. The Wizard himself went through and tuned this thing. The Wizard tuned the carburetor, cleaned the jets, jetted it, put a new twin air filter in it, changed the spark plugs, did a compression test, has a perfect 165 PSI. The crank, the top end, everything on the bike's in excellent condition. Gear lube's been changed. The rear wheel bearings have been replaced. The original pegs are nice and straight and not all mangled up, as is the shifter, indicating, like the kickstand, that this is a low-hour original Survivor. The seat's super comfy, big thick foam seat. The Renthal bars are on point. On this side of the bike, you can see the Kickstarter has been replaced with a new Yamaha. This even has the part decal on there, still actual part number, so it's got a new Kickstarter assembly. The original monoshock is intact. Engine's been completely repainted at the detail shop here. It's been given a full, what we call rotisserie detail, which means it was steam cleaned, hand washed, dismantled. Every nut and bolt was cleaned and polished. They repainted the engine, the exhaust, the kickstand, the swing arm. The work order came out to $2,700. So on top of the cost of the bike, we got a fair amount tied up in this thing. So we're not going to be giving it away, but it's well worth the asking price or whatever it bids up to the reserve, because this is a kick-ass example of a classic, original, air-cooled big bore 400 first generation monoshock. Just a kick-ass machine. Yeah, if you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. If I was going to race it, I'd probably have Race Tech rebuild the rear shock. It's going to need a rebuild at some point. The springs are great, front and rear, but I'd want to have them revalve the shock, rebuild the shock, and probably rebuild the forks to match for your weight and riding style. That's all this bike needs, and you're ready to go. Or you can ride it the way it is, like I am, but if you're going to race it, you want to have Race Tech suspension. If you have any questions about this kick-ass classic big bore, give me a call, 860-454-7024. Like I said, we just put $2,700 into it. That doesn't include the kicker and a lot of things the previous owner did. This is a well cared for, well loved, original classic. Bid high and bid off, and these don't come up much. Starts like a 250, starts really easy, but it's got great compression. Two different perfection by the Wizard.
Cycles, y'all know the deal.